Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Today we have a very special new moon message for you. If you are a part of the Twin Flame Collective or follow my channel, it's likely that this message is finding you around the time of the new moon, which is February 28th. So stay tuned to this reading. Today we're going to tap into collective messages that might be surfacing for the Twin Flame Collective and just kind of get a feel for what you can expect during this time of the new moon, plus a few intentions you can set. So if you don't already know, full moons are a great time of kind of reaping what you've sown, and new moons are a great time for setting intentions, right? And we can use the new moon as a time to really begin our manifestations and plant seeds in the soil of what we would like to cultivate in our own gardens. So with the Twin Flame Collective, we are just tapping in. Spirit, please give us a message for our highest good at this time of the new moon. We're just looking for some guidance, some insight, some inspiration as to what this collective can expect during this time with their twin flame dynamic. So with that being said, alchemy. So this is a time to truly transform. And as you can see, there's a little butterfly here. So this means transforming not only what you see in physical reality, but literally from the inside out. And that is true transformation. Do you ever remember in school how there was physical changes and chemical changes in science class? Okay, so if you're talking about a physical change, we're talking about, the element of water turning from water into ice. That is a physical change. There's nothing actually changing on a molecular level. It's just transforming from one perspective almost to another. Whereas a chemical change is like a solution, right? It's like adding salt or adding sugar to the water. It becomes a solution. It's undergoing a chemical change, right? And so the idea here when it comes to alchemy, alchemical alchemy, it means that you are changing on a cellular, molecular level, okay? So this is not just any ordinary thing. So if you are trying to manifest something, especially in your twin flame dynamic, maybe it's any part of your journey. That doesn't necessarily have to be with your twin flame, but if you are moving to the next level of your journey, what you need to keep in mind is that you're changing on a cellular, molecular level. You're not just changing this to that. You're actually transforming, transmuting, and that's where the alchemy comes from. So Spirit, what is this collective changing or transforming or transmuting? Like, what are we working on during this new moon? Glowing. You are working on becoming the truest version of yourself. You are working on when all the forces seem to look dark from the outside. And trust me, this happens on a twin flame journey more often than not. And this is why it's an awakening journey. This is why it's a twin flame journey, okay? It's because what happens on a deep, deep subconscious level is we're being asked to let go of the way things look, right? So there might have been a time in your life where if your life looked the way it looked now, you would be like, I'm failing at life, I'm doing terribly, everything's going wrong, but yet you feel really at peace or you feel really good, right? That is because you are becoming the purest form of yourself and you're letting go. So part of this alchemical process is that you're letting go of all the things that you thought you needed to be happy. All the things that you thought you needed to have fulfilled in order to feel love for yourself or in order to feel at peace or in order to feel content. You are realizing that everything that you cultivate and create within then becomes your physical reality without. So you're not waiting anymore on the conditions of your external reality to come into some sort of alignment. You realize that you actually are coming into alignment first, and that so you are coming into alignment first. I'll show you in a minute. You are coming into alignment first, and then your reality is starting to reflect that. And if it doesn't reflect it, and if it doesn't reflect it right away in the way that you think it should, let's take it one step further. You show up as grateful anyways. You show up as understanding anyways. You show up as the conscious creator that you are anyways. You don't play this victim game. You don't play the victim mentality anymore. You take full responsibility for what's coming up for you. So this is really interesting, you guys. And this is actually very personal to me. So I'm going to share something personal that I have actually been going through on a very, again, alchemical level. Is we have this card, psilocybin. Okay. So taken very literally, this is a mushroom trip, you guys. This is the active chemical in magic mushrooms. What's really interesting is that I have been guided to take a very small 50 milligram a day microdose for the last, I don't know how many days. I actually didn't take it. So last week I had my period and I actually didn't take it then, because when I'm on my period, I personally like to kind of like, your blood is cleansing itself. So I wanted to clear myself of any kind of additives. I don't drink really any coffee on my period. I don't drink any alcohol. I don't take, any microdoses or smoke any weed, or I don't put anything in my body, no excess sugar, that I wouldn't want my new cells to be created on. Okay. So that being said, today actually was the first day that I resumed my microdose, and feel so emotional. So if you're somebody that's been contemplating microdose, I'm not here to tell you yes or no. I will explain a little bit my experiences for this, because through my experience of this, and granted, I do it as gentle as possible. I'm a very highly sensitive person, so things affect me on a very deep level. So me taking a microdose of mushrooms really has to do with a gentle way of reopening my heart, in a gentle way of reconnecting with spirit. So if you guys don't know, my life is very busy right now, and this is not a cop-out by any means. But I do find that when I am taking a microdose, it's very easy for me to access my spirit, my higher self. It's very easy for me to see my programs very clearly and not engage in them. I also feel very grounded. And I actually saw a spiritual influencer at one point say, that when you're actually taking that mycelial network within your body, you're getting a cellular upgrade literally at the baseline level, because you're taking all of this new information, right? The mycelial network holds the information basically of the world, the galaxy, the universe. And so you are getting that DNA upgrade at a cellular level, which is so funny that we are literally talking about alchemy, because that's exactly what's happening, is you're changing on a cellular level. So if you have never considered microdose, maybe this is something you consider. If you have considered it and you're waiting for the right time, maybe this is your sign to do it. Otherwise, if microdosing does not resonate with you at all, then what you can take from this card is, and this is a lot of times the way I see this card, which is not at face value, it's actually at understanding that your trip, right? So in a mushroom trip, like a real mushroom trip, your trip is all based on your intention, and you can kind of control the outcome of your trip by placing your intention and your focus on certain things. So this is also true in the larger grand picture of your life. When you actually hyper focus on what you want your outcome to be, you have so much power and control over your experience. And this card basically is coming up as a reminder that you actually do have the power and the control of your reality and how you interpret your reality, right? Because we can't control things that happen. We can identify where we attracted those things into our lives, right? That's part of taking radical responsibility as a human, as a conscious creator. Sorry, it's a bit windy here, guys. But apparently the wind agrees with you. The spirits of the wind agree with what we're talking about right now. But you can take radical control of where you attracted that thing into your life, right? But other than that, you cannot control the things that happen to you. You can only control how you perceive them and how you respond to them, right? And if you keep getting things in your life that you don't want, right, or have you questioning that, you have to look at where you are taking action out of alignment with what you truly believe, or you have to look at where are you taking action in alignment, but your beliefs don't match up, okay? I was reading a book yesterday called The Law of Emergence, and there's a quote in there that says, a person who is, and this is a bigger quote, this isn't from that book, and forgive me, I can't remember who originally said it, but a person who is wrong in mind can do everything right, and the result still turns out wrong. A person who is right in mind can do everything wrong and it still turns out right, right? So this has to do with the purity of your intention. And this goes back to becoming the purest form of yourself, right? Becoming the light within the dark, within the chaos. And when you are acting as the purest form of yourself, or you are intending or creating on the purest form of yourself, what that means is that you don't have to worry how things are going to come out. So attend to it within first. Attend to everything within. This is an incredible time during this new moon to plant seeds of intention, to dream, to cultivate what you want your next season, what you want your next month to look like, right? We're given these monthly cycles for a reason. It's to use them to the best of our abilities, to the best of our advantage. And so during the new moon, begin to dream, begin to really bring into reality what you want to see and what you want to experience, and journal about it, write it down, listen to yourself in a guided meditation, like truly put yourself in that vibration of what you want to cultivate and show up for it day after day. So this one is called Fancy Footwork. So you are learning. Ooh, you are learning. I'm just getting a back stretch here. You are learning new dance steps, okay? You're learning a new dance, which means you're breaking down old blueprints and you're becoming more attuned to what you actually want to create, okay? When we learn a new dance, sometimes it gets a little wonky here and there, right? It doesn't always come out perfectly. Sometimes we have to actually stumble a little bit before we're super fluid with it, right? Or we have to look up the dance steps. Like if you've ever learned a TikTok dance or if you've ever taken dance classes, you'll know that when you're learning a new dance, it's not like you have it perfect right off the bat. You have to actually put in the effort and put in the work. So not only are you doing this alchemy work on a cellular, emotional, like physical level, like you're truly transforming, but you really actually have to put in the time and the dedication to learn the new programs. It's not enough, guys. It's really, really not. This is so important. It's not enough to just do the spiritual work. And this is where so many of us get caught. We do the spiritual work, we do the ceremonies, we do the plant medicines, we do the rituals, but then when it comes to integrating it into our physical lives, and you guys, if this is what you're struggling with, I highly recommend that you join my Twin Flame Path to Awakening group program. Because in this group, we literally take you from this 5D spiritual wisdom to integrating it, anchoring it in your physical body so that you can create what you need to create. And I'm not even saying what you want to, what you need to, because you came here as a twin flame to have an experience, to have an awakening journey. And so many of us are getting stuck. And I'm sorry that I get emotional about this because it's so personal to me. We get so stuck on, we have all this 5D wisdom, but yet our circumstances are not reflecting that. Okay, and the reason is because we haven't integrated this wisdom. We just stay stuck in 5D and we actually disassociate from our real lives. We say, oh, well, spiritual life will bring me there in divine timing, but yet we aren't willing to work on this relationship right here, right now. We aren't willing to say no to this person right here, right now. We aren't willing to love ourselves right here, right now. And we forget that it's not actually about the 5D. It's about bringing it back into 3D and integrating it. So if you are struggling in this area, you have all this wisdom, but yet things aren't changing for you, I highly recommend you sign up for Twin Flame Path to Awakening, because this is where our Twin Flame testers, our beta testers, have made the biggest, most profound improvements in their lives. If they are actually implementing the wisdom that all of them have, they're all so wise, they're all so tuned in, they're all so divine, but they're actually acting on the things that they believe, the things that they know to be true, and the things that are now in alignment with them. And they are creating these incredible transformations just based on integrating this wisdom that they already had. They've already done that work, so they're just integrating it. So with that being said, you can apply down below if you want to join our round that's going to begin in April 2025. But that is what's coming up, is you are learning to actually integrate this wisdom that you have, and you have to actually practice it. You actually have to say no to the people that you mean no. You actually have to start making a routine for yourself that you love. You have to start meditating if that's in alignment to your practice. You actually have to start taking the action now of who you want to be, because who you want to be is coming. Like, it's not far away. And just to confirm it, you are truly ready to take flight. You are truly ready to take off. All it takes is just being willing to commit to this level of your next evolution, this level of love for yourself. And that is what's coming next for you. It's not even, the interesting thing is, you guys, it's not even a question if it's going to happen or not. So if you've been wondering this, if you've been wondering, is it going to happen or not? It's not a matter of if. So get your mind out of is this or is this not? And the mind loves to think in dualistic terms, this or that, hot or cold, blue or pink, white or black, whatever. The the mind loves to think in those terms, but you have to get yourself out of that type of thinking. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? It's going to happen, okay? It's going to happen for you, but you have to fully commit to yourself, to your journey in order to make it happen. And you will. It's just a matter of time for you, really. It's a matter of, okay, when am I really ready to take myself seriously? When am I really starting to show up as who I want to be, who I know I'm capable of being? And that's really scary. To commit to ourselves and our dreams and our visions, it's really freaking scary. Guys, I'm doing this right now as well. I'm going to begin delegating on my YouTube channel. Up to this point, I have done everything myself. I've made all the videos, I've edited, I've posted, I've commented, I've done everything myself. This is my baby. My YouTube channel is my baby. And now I'm at a point, growth-wise, thank you so much for your support. Because of you guys, I'm at a point where I need to start delegating. I need to invite another person onto my team, and I just want to say I'm terrified. I am terrified to invite somebody onto this team because my vision, my voice, and what I offer the world is so unique. It's so unique that I have such a fear that with delegating, I'm going to lose my voice. And again, in the same book that I was reading, I was really gaining a lot of wisdom yesterday. It said, delegate everything but your brilliance. Okay, hire somebody to clean your house, hire somebody to do your taxes, hire somebody, use the resources that you can at your disposal, use your resources that you have to your best of ability. That's part of living in alignment with your wisdom. If you're sitting spinning your wheels, doing things that you actually don't need to be doing, you're not getting anywhere. Okay, you're just doing tasks. You're just doing tasks. You're meant for more than tasks. You're meant to make change. You're meant to do things in the world. I'm also speaking to myself as I say this, but I just want to share that with you guys, that it can be very scary where we're going next, okay? Where this collective is going next. It can be very scary, but you have to be willing to commit to yourself. If you want to see the fruits of your labor, of this alchemical work that you are doing, again, remember, it's coming from the inside out. So you have to remember that by doing this work, it's going to be an evolution, okay? It's not just going to be one day, it's all different. But what it is going to be is deeply, deeply fulfilling. This is going to be your most fulfilling time yet. This is going to be your most fulfilling journey, chapter of your life yet. And the only thing you have to do literally is commit to yourself, commit to your vision. So yeah, this is an amazing new moon for all of this, for new commitments, for new growth, new projects, new, just starting over, like a new beginning. So let me know in the comments below if this message resonated with you. Of course, please share this video with somebody you love. Help our channel grow. I had somebody wish me in the comments the other day 1 million followers, and I was like, wow, that's so beautiful. To somebody to hold that intention for me and this channel and our mission, I think that's just incredibly beautiful. So I truly, truly appreciate when you guys comment, when you leave me questions, when you ask for support. I'm also doing a new thing. If you check down below, you can ask any question pretty much anonymously. All it's going to ask for is really your first name. But if you ask a question on this form, it's basically a form. You ask the question and then I get to answer it through my social media pages so that we can help reach more people together. So if you'd like to ask your basically anonymous question, it's just literally one question you can ask. You submit it to me and then I get to answer it, or James and I will answer it in a video together, and we get to then distribute that to our social media platforms so that we can help more people that may also be struggling with what you're struggling with. So be brave, be courageous, ask a question, sign up for Twin Flame Path to Awakening, and we will see you in the next video. Big love. Bye.